So I was reminded yesterday about the video diaries that I used to do a while ago. I started them up a while ago and then I've dropped off them. So I've decided to bring it back with a little bit of a twist. So what I'm going to talk about is some scientific papers that we get presented. So part of vets, we're always doing continuing education, following up on things and reading up and learning about new things. So I want to talk about a really interesting study that looked at MRI findings of horses' feet and specifically deep digital flexor tendon lesions. So when we get a lameness that we block to a foot that we can't see any obvious pathology, we'll often go to an MRI. MRI is the most sensitive way to address these things. We can assess soft tissue, bone edema, and any arthritis changes that may not be visible on X-ray. So this is an interesting study looking at deep digital flexor tendons. It was a retrospective study, so there is some issues with those types of studies. How you collect the data, whether all the data is correct, and then the follow-up is done by communication with the owners, which can be a little bit difficult. But this specifically looked at deep digital flexor tendon insertional injuries, so that's right down on the tip of the pedal bone where the deep digital flexor is inserting. The study looked at the long-term outcome of these horses. There was only sort of 35 horses fitted the category, so of the centre that was doing the MRIs, it was in England. They found they had 35 cases roughly. So it was about 4.9% of horses presented with a single deep digital flexor tendon injury and not other issues associated with that. And that was specifically insertional. So not once by the navicular bone, but right in the insertion. And the interesting thing is, unfortunately, only 33% managed to get back to the similar level of exercise pre-injury. So it really does show you that there's quite a poor prognosis. We've come a long way in our diagnostics of feet, but we still haven't quite got there with treatment options. So it was quite disconcerting, to say 33% recovered. There was some horses that were euthanized because of the condition, so maybe they would have affected the results, but very, very poor results really. So interesting concept. It's something we have to be aware of. It gets me on my high horse. We need more data to give you guys as owners a better option and better answers. But yeah, the take-home message is deep digital flexor tendon injuries in the foot when they're inserting is a very poor prognosis. So 33% coming back to full exercise level at the previous level of exercise they were at. So keep up to date with these. Make sure you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much. Bye.